Welcome to the Wake.Show. As everybody knows, a show needs an intro. This is that intro. I am Fisher, your host, featuring Chris McCarty. This is day 4 of the keto diet, and I am feeling feisty, fiery.
In this blue shirt.
And we're got matching blue today. Matching blue.
We didn't plan it. We never do.
Welcome to the Wake.Show, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up on the show today, Eric Strappin from TNL Coaching right around noon, and we'll talk about the keto diet, get the latest on that. Right now, Mr. Chris McCarty.
Saw this girl a month ago, haven't told nobody so nobody knows I got a secret, and I'm gonna keep it. I tell you in the song, but don't repeat it. She moved me in such a way, and she moves in such a way. She moved me that day. So now I wish I had a telephone, leave sweet messages after the tone, and I see it. Am I repeating the same old pattern that's got me cheating, crying, lying to myself? Gotta save myself from myself. Can save me, maybe, because I'm not the type to stay, rather walk away. And not today, because you made me move with the things you do, and then you won't know what to do if I come up to you. If only you knew the things that I wanna do to you. So my world is upside down, runs a little better now that you're around, and I thank you for making me see I can't be with nobody like me, crazy like me, lazy like me. Oh, but couldn't be. I could be good for you if you're good to me. Because I'm not the type to stay, rather walk away. But not today, because you made me move with the things you do, and then you won't know what to do if I come up to you. If only you knew the things that I wanna do to you. Ready, steady, go. I gotta tell her what I know. These feelings I have inside, no, they just won't subside. I can't wait to meet her. I can't wait to please her. Oh, I'm too late. She's got a ring on her finger. Oh, I'm not the type to stay, rather walk away. But not today, because you made me move with the things you do, and then you won't know what to do if I come up to you. Only you knew the things I wanna do to you, because I'm not in time to stay. I'd rather walk away, but not today, because you made me move with the things you do, and then you won't know what to do if I come up to you. If only you knew the things that I wanna do to you. Don't know what to say. I should've just walked away. Don't know what to say. I should've just walked away. Song's called If Word.
Is that one of your songs?
Yes, it is.
All right, so that's available on iTunes?
Yes, it is.
All right, sir. Give yourself some love. Give yourself a plug there on iTunes.
Hey.
All right, welcome to the Wake.Show, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Chris Fisher, along with the very talented Chris McCarty. And if you guys are tuning in for the first time, this is the Wake.Show is a show that starts with music and ends with music.
Hey.
What happens in between? Well, that's where the fun is. You never know. All right, so we also thank you so much to Single Source Insurance for being a part of the Wake.Show and sponsoring the first 15 minutes of the Wake.Show every single day. And our little man there, little Globey, was it Globe Guy? Globe Guy.
GG.
All right, Globe Guy goes away and comes back when you deserve it. Comes back when there's a comment that deserves a thumbs up from Globe Guy. Single Source Insurance, make sure you give them a call to get a quote from them. And let's see here. I want to do you in place. There we go. There we go. Give me your mic's not even pointed to you. That's why.
Oh, sorry.
Why do you? Why can't? Hey, where am I?
Why can't you just get your stuff together? And
There we go.
Do the right way.
All right. So Globe Guy, let's see. You get there's already one thumbs up today. Thumbs up on that song. If well done.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Mr. McCarty, we've got on tap. As you guys have noticed over the last few weeks, I got rid of On This Day, right? But Chris gets really excited about the stuff that's like, it's National Whatever Day, because sometimes it's so damn ridiculous. So he's like, hey, man, can you pull it up and just see what's on there today? And so I did. And there's plenty of ridiculousness. Yeah. All right.
Plural ridiculousness.
So before we get to that, though, we will be talking to Eric Stratman from T&L Nutrition Coaching coming up at noon today.
By the way, I worked out before I got here just because I knew Eric was going to be on.
Nice. Because you knew he was going to be on.
I knew he was going to be on. I want to be like, what's up, man? Let's hit the gym together, bro.
So you want to be nice and beefy here. All right. Hey, listen. So how are you doing? How have you been? And I want you to stall for a second because
all good.
I want to get some more light on
I got
over
you,
here.
man. All good. I'm doing very well. Last night, I did Facebook Live at my house. I used to do that every Wednesday. And then I ended up getting a job on Wednesdays, and so it kind of stopped. But yesterday was a very difficult day. You've ever had those moments when you have the nightmares that wake you up early, you can't get back to bed, and then you go back to sleep and you get back into another nightmare. Well, now I have children, and they both had nightmares at different times, so all three of us were in the bed together. And if you sleep with your little kids, you got a foot in your face and you got a hand. You're not getting any sleep.
I know how you feel with the Yorkies. There's sometimes you don't know which paw is where.
And so yesterday was just a rough day, and so at the end, I just felt like I need to play. I need my friends to tune in and give me some likes and just kind of support me, because we all needed it that day, and that was my day, and it was just great to feel everybody coming in and watching and saying nice things, and it just felt great. So I've been in a great mood today, and of course hit the gym. So endorphins are running, and here we are on the show, both wearing blue. How cool is that?
Awesome. It's a very blue day around here.
So how are you doing though, man?
I'm doing fantastic. We got date night tonight. It's Thursday.
Ooh,
Normally I'll be out at Mastery's doing trivia at 7 o'clock, but my dear friend Schreiner will be handling those duties, and he is so awesome.
Cool.
He's great. For those of you, they're like, oh man, no, people, it's a relationship, right?
Right.
This is one thing that I learned early on is that trivia. I can't believe I'm getting philosophical about trivia nights. Trivia is not about the trivia; it's about the relationship. And so our experiences over the years have been, when the guy that's usually there is not there, it doesn't matter how good the other guy is, it tends to be,
it's different.
Yeah, it throws them off.
It's different, yeah.
But Schreiner, man, is an absolute pro, and we'll have a lot of fun.
So is date night, it can't be every Thursday.
No.
How does this work with the job, and then
it's because Andrew's in town.
Oh, okay.
Andrew,
yeah. It's a story. Yeah, you guys got married because got engaged. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. I agree.
Yeah. So Andrew McMahon is in town. As a matter of fact, right now he's over at my old radio station, 97X, doing a green room. And I'm not sure how they execute the green rooms anymore. If like, for instance, it's live right now on that radio station, or they tape these things now and put them out. I'm not sure how.
We don't want any of you guys to go find out. Keep watching us.
Nope. But make sure you support my boy tonight at the Ritz Ybor. And what do you do? What do you do tonight?
Well, before I do that, before we talk about that, you deserve a thumbs up for you're doing date night because of the way it is. You need to put Global Guy on there real quick for yourself. Man.
Okay, all right. I'll give myself a thumbs up from Globe Guy.
For those of you that don't know, Chris asked Lauren, his wife, to marry him because Lauren, her favorite guy is Andrew. Chris interviewed Andrew, knows him, so they went 6 years after being together, went to Chicago, and he asked her to marry him, like right there at the show. The guy gives her a shout out and whatnot. So
gave me a shout out. Gave him a shout out. He forgot her name.
That's okay, Mrs. Fisher. And so that's why he gets a thumbs up. He's taking date night, forget work. Me and you, baby girl. So thumbs up on that, my friend.
This is, I would like to say this is all my doing. Like I took control of this night and it's all about me. But of course, Lauren was like, hey, well, see, this is huge though, because, money is important in the world. We got to pay our bills. So in order to take a night, because it's not, when you take, when you take a night off from a regular gig, it's not just about the money you're going to spend that night at the show or whatever it is you're going to do. it's also about the money you're going to lose that night. So that's there, be a big gap there. Right. So
it's like taking a vacation. I mean, at the end of the day, you take 5 days off. You got to come back and work double hard because you missed that time. So that's the flow.
So she's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Honey, listen, it's that's some money that we're not going to get that night. We'll end up spending some money while we're out." And she's like, "Let's do it." So
that's what I'm talking about, man. Life is so short. You don't know when you're going to end, and it's about these memories. Like, you can work and work and work, but what do you have to show for it? Like, life, these memories, the chance to have each other, love each other more. I mean, that is, to me, that's the foundation of a good relationship you guys have got going on. So good balance.
And Chris, this is the venue. This is the show that she and I got together at 7 years ago, 7 summers ago.
How could you even question it? Yeah. No, you have to be like, honey, I'm not working. Yeah. No. Next time I'm not working. I don't care what you say. This is what we're doing.
Yeah. The Ritz Ybor. I don't think it was the Ritz at the time. It was called something else, I believe, 7 years ago. But that was the night that she and I got together for the first time.
Cool.
And the rest, as they say, is history. Yeah. So that's Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness tonight. He is. It's the Pen and the Paper tour. Pen and the Piano tour. It's acoustic. It is a cool show. We've already seen this once in Orlando. He sets up this really cool set and has his friends joining him throughout. So it's I don't think I'm ruining anything here, but it's kind of like the old Mr. Rogers kind of setup. He comes out in the little get up and everything, and so then his friends, he starts with that. Yep,
that's cool.
And then and then his friends join him throughout the show, and he's got other cool things going on.
That's slick.
So it's really cool.
Yeah, to answer your original question, what I'm doing, I'm going to watch The Incredibles 2.
Nice.
Can't wait, man. It's been 14 years since that movie came out.
I was watching Good Morning America this morning and saw them. I don't remember one of those shows, and they had 2 of the cast members on there.
Which 2 do you know?
It was the mother and the father. So that's
Craig T. Nelson and Holly Hunter.
Yep.
Dude, I love them.
And so they're talking about that, like, you know what? That's something special that 14 years later you pick up on the second, in this franchise.
Yeah. So the children, I've been watching part 1 all week long. They don't know they're going to go again tomorrow. I get them this weekend. So I've been watching when Johnny's like, I'm tired of seeing it. I'm like, it's just, don't worry, kid. I know what I'm doing. So I can't wait. Apparently the reviews are great, of course. And if you haven't seen The Incredibles, the first one, you're missing out. It was an incredible movie. It was really good.
I want to go back. I remember loving it, being surprised that I liked it so much. And so I want to go back and watch it before the second one. But I'm excited because Friday night, so we got date night tonight. So tomorrow night, Friday night, which would be normally date night, I get the house to myself, just me and the Yorkies. I'm excited.
I know you are. I remember those days.
Oh, yeah.
I'm alone. What am I going to do? I'm by myself.
Yep.
What? I'm by myself. What?
She and some friends are going to go see the new Ocean's 8. Yeah, I think they're going to go see Ocean's 8, and it's the one where they're redoing the franchise basically with an entire female cast.
Yes,
it's really cool.
Is she on, Lauren, by any chance? Do you know if she's watching?
Yes, and by the way, she says it was the Ritz. It was the Ritz.
I'm not going to say anything.
So, don't spoil anything.
No spoilers.
One of the things I did hear about the movie, though, is that which is kind of surprising, but maybe not, is that it's the largest or the biggest opening weekend or opening week for any movie in the franchise. Is this Ocean 8 one. So that's kind of cool.
That's actually really great.
So you know what I'm doing?
What?
Me and the Yorkies are going to Wakanda.
Have you seen it yet?
No.
My bad. I'm just going to look at you.
Yeah, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it for me now.
Don't ruin nothing. That's
okay.
Not ruining
all right.
Good. Yeah, good for you.
So, so I'm going to Redbox, and the only thing that's going to be weird about Friday night is normally there would either be, some Guinness, involved, or a big bottle of wine, a red wine. But there's no drinking on this keto diet.
How do you feel?
I feel good.
I feel good too.
I do.
Yeah,
I feel
like
good.
Not drinking and not. It's nice.
It's been weird the last 2 nights, and I don't know if I should save all this stuff for Eric, but we'll be checking with Eric coming up at noon today. And this is Eric from TNL Nutrition Coaching. We'll be talking about the keto diet. This is day 4 for me. I don't want to say I've been hypomanic the last 2 nights, but I feel like it's on the spectrum. There's been a lot of energy the last 2 nights, but it's not necessarily good because this is at night when I want to go to bed, go to sleep.
I think it's it's like how the pendulum goes way here and then it goes way back there just to kind of get into equilibrium.
Yep.
So, because I've been experiencing it too. Like, at my job, sometimes someone will just buy me a drink and all right. But now I'm not drinking anymore too. So, I find I have a lot more energy, which is great, man. I think, man, that's excellent.
Yeah.
So not suppressing that natural energy we have.
Oh, by the way, Eric is already on the in the comment sections today. He goes tequila. Tequila. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I guess I could. Jeez, I'm sitting there on the couch by myself with 2 Yorkies and a bottle of tequila watching Black Panther.
So wait a minute, you can do tequila? I don't understand.
Well, he is saying that on this diet, there's something about the agave or the way that tequila.
Eric, what are you doing? Don't tell him to drink anything. We need him clean from that. Oh, Eric.
You know, maybe an ounce or 2.
See, now it becomes 3 or 4, and then we hit the floor. Oh,
I'll be calling you after the movie, Chris. I think this is real. I think this is real. We have to go to Wakanda, man. We've got to go to Wakanda.
So don't even drink. Just don't do it. Just
go lay down. Put your turn your phone off and go lay down.
Yeah, just don't do it. Just do your best to try not to do that.
Eric goes, I mean no alcohol.
There you go, my guy.
So Nikki,
tequila.
So Nikki says day 4 for her too. Congratulations. How are you feeling today, Nikki? Are you following along with this keto thing, or are you doing your own diet during this time?
Nikki came last night and watched me on live. I really appreciated that too. That was awesome. Thank you.
She also says Chris McCarty is right. You have to live, making memories and having fun.
I'm not right. It's right. I'm just saying things that we all agree on.
My wife just chimed in at Eric. Shh.
See, both of us. We're like, hey.
Hi, Deidre. Good morning. All right. So that's that. I'm very excited about the weekend. Or about the next 2 nights. Going to see Andrew tonight at the Ritz in Ybor, and then tomorrow night getting I was going to say man time, but I don't know that that's man time.
Yes, it is man time. Me time, alone time. Listen, man, right. It is. I've been listening to a lot of Wayne Dyer as I listen to all kinds of things that help, and it's just great to get the silence. We all know sometimes the silence, you hear something in the silence, and whether that gives you the answers when you're thinking about your day. So I think it is important to have some alone time. Everyone needs alone time. I'm trying to get my kids on that. Like, just go in your room and just kick it by yourself for like 15 minutes and just be okay. So I think it's important. It's the ebb and flow, man. So good.
Nikki says she is following along doing keto and she's feeling okay. So we'll check in with Eric in 9 minutes. You guys remind me too, because I don't want to waste time. So if you could remind me at about 11:59, if somebody could set a reminder, and then we'll punch in or pipe in Eric from TNL. So here you go, Chris. What national day is today? Let's go over it together.
National Wear Blue Shirt Day.
National Wear Blue Shirt today. It is the Army's birthday.
Hey!
Which is cool. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday to everyone who's the armed forces and the Army.
Formed from amateur troops of volunteer soldiers defending colonies against the British tyranny, the oldest military force in the United States began before the U.S. formally existed. On this day in 1775.
Wow.
How to observe. Wish the Army a happy birthday. All right, I think we got that. We just did that. We just got that covered. And learn about history of the oldest branch of the U.S. military. Use hashtag Army birthday to share on social media. Well, we learned that their birthday is 1775, so I did learn something today.
Today's my mom's birthday.
No kidding.
Phyllis McCarty.
All right.
Her birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
She watched. Did she tune in to watch? No,
she's not watching. She's in New Mexico.
Yeah.
So she's probably sleeping right now because she works at the hospitals late night. So no, she doesn't. I don't really tell my parents about this show because there's still that thing.
Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed of this?
No, I'm not embarrassed of it. I know that I allow people to live their illusions, and so I'm allowing my parents to live their illusion about their son.
What's their illusion? What are you supposedly doing here in Florida?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure my father has no idea that I've ever smoked weed. And I'm sure he's just one of those guys like, nope, don't believe it, nope. And that's what he wants. That makes him okay, then cool. And my baby sister, she's 20. She doesn't watch that. I don't let her know. Like, you know what I mean? I'm the black sheep of the family, man. I'm the spiritual, but also like the rebel,
How are you the black sheep of the family? You're a very talented, very giving, kind. You do a lot in the community.
But they don't necessarily know all of that.
You're singer-songwriter.
They know that. So
Do they look at like what you like when you went down the path of music? Was it one of those things you're wasting your time, son?
There was the moment of that for a minute. You know, my mother's a nurse anesthetist. My father was an attorney. So, and then I'm like, I want to do music. Like that doesn't, you know, I wasn't really a great student in high school. I just cared more about, you know, guitar and basketball. Just kind of my thing, and tennis. And so it was just, I just went down a different path. I never listened to other people. I really just did my own thing. And so, you know, sometimes when your parents can see you as, they still see you as a baby, and they want to see me as that. So, I mean, to the degree where I have such respect for my parents that, like, I don't have tattoos because that was just not allowed. And even as, you know, in my 30s, I just don't have a tattoo because I just know my father would have an issue. And I respect my dad so much, like, you know. So, but I will most likely get a tattoo of Ernest on my back, his face. And that's going to be something I know my father will not have any problems with. He'll understand because he was the one helping me through, like, son, come to San Diego. I know this is hard for you. So, but outside of that, no. Just because, no, I just respect him. I never went out. I never snuck out. Never didn't hang with the kids who were stealing.
Well, you're not a black. You're saying you're the black sheep. You're not the black sheep.
No, I mean, okay,
it's because
let me say this. So, my brother was National Achievement Scholars honors. My baby sister Rihanna, she full ride to 4 colleges that she applied to. Ryan, they all graduated college. Well, my baby sister's about to go to college. Like, I didn't know. I dropped out and did music. I'm the black sheep. You know, they're all in professions and business, and I'm the business owner who dresses like this to work, you know. So yeah, I'm just different. You know, I'm the kid going to cancer camps and trying to save the world. Like, that just wasn't, you know, yeah. Like, they're like, you know, my dad and my stepmom, and they're Democrats, man. They're Democrats, and I'm just me. You know, I don't really claim, you know, that kind of. So I'm just different to them.
What are you doing? What are you doing with your dad or for your dad for Father's Day?
Probably send him a bunch of pictures of the children, let him talk to the kids. Because now that I'm a dad too, it's kind of like, you know, so what am I going to be doing?
Is he out west as well?
Yeah, he's in San Diego. So let me tell you something about how awesome my dad is. My dad is one of the most supportive fathers. He bought my first guitar. He went to every single basketball game, filmed every basketball game, went to all the shows that I ever played, my first show. And when I was out with Chase, my dad got on a train because we were in LA and San Diego. He got on a train, and the train took like 5 hours there just to watch me for 45 minutes, and then took a train right back that same night. My dad is, I could cry thinking about how awesome he is, man. He just, you know, like, through the divorce, he was there, came to see the babies. He's just awesome, man. You know.
I don't know. I don't know that my father ever missed a baseball game when I was, you know, in Little League back in the day.
Yeah. So I don't want to miss anything from my kids, and it helps be even as intense I am with them, like bringing them to work and showing up at school and just, you know. So yeah, my dad's awesome, dude. My dad's awesome.
And thank you to Single Source Insurance for sponsoring the first part of the Wake.Show today. Make sure you call Single Source Insurance. Get a quote from today when you need your insurance company. They're the ones that'll be there for you. All right, SingleSourceINS.com. Now, that does not mean that the Single Source Insurance Globe guy won't pop up during the show. You make the right comment, or somebody says, you know, that makes us pop. Well, you get a thumbs up.
So what other day is it today? What else do we have today?
All right,
or comments. I apologize. I'm just.
Well, Nikki is on the diet as well, like we were talking about, and she says that today is better than yesterday. She was pretty grumpy yesterday.
Yeah.
Good morning, Kimber.
Kimber, I love you. Thank you. She just another great woman. Kimber, you're awesome.
Mosh Gelton, it's good to see you on here. So the keto thing. All right, so we might go ahead and we'll hit a couple more of these things, and we'll just talk with Eric about it here in a second.
Let me jump real quick and talk about Kimber. It's hitting me that I feel like I need to say this. We've been talking this week about us all coming together and being there for each other with Anthony Bourdain, you know, that whole situation and how people need to be there. They need to be there. Kimber and I met at a show. Again, I say it because maybe it helps me, but my soul brother, best friend, Ernest Jackson, passed away. And she had a son pass away, which is a nightmare for all parents. We didn't know each other. I'm playing a show. she said my energy and my just the way I am and character reminded her of her son. And so she sat there and she was telling me about it, and I was just listening, just being there for her. And then I found myself talking about Ernest, and here's a complete stranger. She and I literally hugging each other and crying in each other's arms. And sometimes those moments, you know, it's not the people that you know. Like I say, strangers sometimes or family you haven't met yet. I felt I need to share it. I know Kimber maybe, you know, but you feel me on this. And so here it is. She's been tuning in ever since. Shows up. Hi, I just want you to know it touches me to know that we shared that moment, and then we're sharing it with everybody else. And I feel like that is really important. That was for us, but now we're, you know, just, you know why I shared, Kimber. So thank you again for being that.
All right, let's see, Brett. I was at that show with you, Chris. Pretty powerful moment.
Brett was there. Yep.
All right, so let's hit a couple of these things, and then we'll bring Eric in. On this day. Wait, no, this isn't on this day. This is today. National what day? National Flag Day. National Flag Day is today.
Yep.
National New Mexico Day.
Wait, I thought it was National Mexico, not New. Oh, yeah,
National New Mexico Day.
Did you see how it says National Mexico Day recognizes the law? Okay, because right underneath it, so it's a New Mexico.
Yeah.
Not Mexico. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
International Bath Day. I'd love to learn more about that, but we got to get to Eric here in a second.
All right.
International Bath Day. National Bourbon Day.
Cognac. Give me some of that cognac.
I can't have any bourbon right now.
Me either.
Can't have any
Grandma,
bourbon right
yeah.
Jack Daniels.
Granny. Oh, Grandma. I love him old.
National Career Nurse Assistance Day. National Strawberry Shortcake Day. Can't have, that's not on the old keto. National Pop Goes the Weasel Day. What? On this day, people dig back into their memories to the nursery rhyme they learned as children and celebrate the day singing Pop Goes the Weasel, the original. What the?
Half a pound of tuppy rice, half a pound of treacle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel.
All right, so that's, there we go. That's enough. Let's
so that's today. Cool.
Let's get Eric in here.
That guy.
That damn song. All right, here we go. What?
That's so weird.
What's going on over there? What's going on over there? What are you doing?
I don't know.
You breaking stuff?
Yeah. You can't have nice things.
Right.
You can't have nice things.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wake.Show. I'm Chris Fisher, along with Chris McCarty, and we will bring in now our guest today, and that is Eric Stratman from TNL Nutrition Coaching. How you doing today, Eric?
No audio.
Wait, what the? Let me see if it's something on my end first.
Uno mas, Eric.
Before. Oh wait, no, I do think I hear him in the background. Talk again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are.
Check.
You there?
That's an awesome looking gym, brother.
Getting there, buddy. I figure we put it in the, instead of being down in the office, we'll put you in the trenches here where we get work done.
Nice.
All right, Eric, I'm feeling pretty good. This is day 4 of the keto diet, and I don't feel horrible. I felt a little sluggish yesterday afternoon. Laid down, took a nap for about, and luckily I was able to do so for about 90 minutes before going into my gig last night. So here I want to share with you 2 things that I've done that are significant changes in my life. Well, a couple things. One, I don't know if you checked my stuff, but I've been loading in my food.
It looks good, buddy. I'm glad you know that app exists and you're able to enter those foods in.
Well, that's huge for me. I don't know why that's such a difficult thing for me to do, but that's huge for me. Outside of that too, so no drinking, and I had gigs on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Normally I'll have a beer or 2. And so there wasn't any of that. If I'm not drinking, then I usually just like running through Diet Coke all night long. And I know you don't want me to be, going into that barrel either.
So you stayed away from the Diet Coke as well?
Well, so here's what happened. Because what happened was I had like 2 Diet Coke, basically a couple Diet Cokes in the beginning of my gig, and then switched to water for the rest of the night. Did that both Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's big. Okay. And so, ladies and gentlemen, after 4 days, I wasn't going to get on the scale until next Monday since it started on Monday, 254 on Monday, but I did, and already down 5 pounds. I know that's not fat weight. I'm sure that's water and, whatever, but it still psychologically feels good.
Yes.
Yes.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. I'm proud of you, and I think, we're definitely on that road. As we've talked about this over the last few months. It's, really something you can dig into, but I'm really excited to see the physical as well as the mental impacts this is going to make on just everyday life, not just big problems or small things or happiness or sadness, but just how you handle everything every day.
Can I ask you about last night and the night before? I had a difficulty getting to sleep. It was after 2 a.m. Last night was 2:32 when I finally laid down, and I probably was asleep by 3. The night before it was 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. Now, as somebody who has experienced hypomania, knows what that feeling of that your brain's go. It was in that spectrum. It felt like, but it was just definitely a lot of energy, and I'm not sure what that is. Does that sound like something?
So yeah, that's something that could be normal in that first week or so. Week to 10 days of your of starting this ketogenic diet, because again, we're now shifting gears of what your body uses for energy. So it's nothing to be worried about. I mean, we could look at that, and do we need to supplement with something like a melatonin down the line? Because if after 2 weeks it's not subsided, but again, we also have to look at, sometimes you have gigs really late and sometimes you're not on, so that's something to look at too, is where is your sleep cycle at daily, and how are you changing? But like you say, take a nap, do your thing. That's awesome. When your body needs to sleep and you have an opportunity to do it, do it.
Yeah, and I don't feel bad this morning. I mean, I got a couple of cups of coffee in me. Now, let's talk about Diet Coke real quickly on this diet, because I've been doing a lot of reading since we've started this. It's a complicated it's a complicated diet, and one of the I did come across that Diet Coke won't take you out of ketosis, but it's not recommended because of the way that it works in your brain. It'll keep you craving carbs. It'll keep you wanting to go back for something sweet.
Boy, you got it right there. So yeah, that's exactly it, right? So if we're signaling our brain that you had sweetness and sugar, then your brain craves it more. So it's kind of the gateway drug of carbohydrates. So if you keep signaling your brain you need it, then you're going to really have that struggle with yourself of, oh, should I eat carbs? Should I not? Should I eat them? Should I not? And then if you can go ahead and knock that out and just stay on the fat and protein, and getting your carbs from green vegetables and some berries, then you're going to be golden, because it's amazing what happens after about that first 10 days is that your cravings for carbohydrates are completely gone. Okay. It's awesome.
But I mean, for right now, so basically you're saying I can hit the crack pipe, meaning Diet Coke, but I got to be very careful because that's a very slippery slope, and I better wean myself off of it very quickly.
Let's not go on that slope then.
Yeah, dude, you got to know, man. You know that what's good for you, what's bad for you. Like, that's not the move for you, homie. No. You got to know that. You got to know. Is there any way that Eric can see? Because I want to, dude. You got me all. When I met him, dude, this dude is a giant.
Yes.
Just like,
yes.
And like, he'd order a steak, and I was like, if Eric's eating steak, I'm eating steak.
Well, here we go. I think I can split screen. Yeah, I can split screen you two. So you go ahead, Eric. Chris, go ahead, put up one of your guns or both your guns.
No, Eric, do it first.
Eric,
man.
Eric, go ahead.
This guy's huge.
Yep, let's go ahead and let's see.
Look at that.
Right, what? Need that a little bit more.
Get it in there.
There you go. It's barely.
Can I get it in there?
Who am I?
I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna.
What? All right, man.
All right, hold on. Let me get you in frame now. Let me get that. I'll see. I don't know. All right, hold on, Eric. Put that back up there. Now that Chris has his up there, I got to see. We got to see the side by side. Oh, geez. Oh, geez.
Give it up. Yeah, brother.
That's that guy.
Coming for you, brother.
Hey, Eric, listen, man. I got really, I had a knee surgery, man, and it took out all my my cartilage and some of my other knees. I really can't do legs so what would you advise for, I know I'm trying to do, I can't really do CrossFit the way you would do it, but when you have clients that have knee issues, how do you work them out? What do you suggest for them for a workout routine that would still help them lose body fat and maybe even speed up their metabolism?
So we great question, and that's something even with CrossFit, and obviously I'm a big proponent of it and own a CrossFit gym, but the idea is that we can modify anything, and that's something that I really love as part of what we do. It's not like a cookie cutter program that only people can do, like, oh, you're only heavy back squats or you can only do a bunch of lunges. First we identify what is the movement pattern that the client is lacking in, or what what areas does it affect them more, because you could still do some kind of leg movement. It's just a matter of making sure where it is, so is it a step up that we change you into? Is it, is it a lunge? Can we load your back with weight? Can we limit the range of motion maybe? So there's a gambit of things we can do to make sure that you're getting the stimulus you're looking for and gain the muscle you want. But what I can do is connect you with, I got some friends down there that are into muscle therapy and chiropractic to make sure that everything's firing. Even though you're missing that cartilage, let's make sure everything's functioning optimally, because of the fact that you're having that issue. You've probably had some periods of time where you were favoring one side over the other.
Yes.
And, we got to make sure your low back, your hips, your neck is all in alignment to make sure that you're getting the most out of every workout you do.
Yes, because I don't want to be the guy with the prison body who just works up top and nothing down low, and I don't want to be that guy. Chicken legs. I got big calves and my quads are just slowly going away, and it just makes me sad every day. So cool, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll link up and get the information from your guys, because I definitely need to talk to them.
All right, let me talk to you a little bit about the diet before we let you go, because this week I am. I would say that I'm probably I'm keeping it simple, and I'm keeping the carbs out. So let me do this here. So it's been I grilled up a bunch of burgers, 6-ounce burgers weighed them. I weighed them. All right.
Whoa.
See, that's another huge step. That's I should say that's evidence to me that this is going to stick. That I'm not going to call you tomorrow and go, dude, I fell off and I don't want to do this. I feel.
Well, I mean, look what you already explained since we've been on this short time. You talked about you're logging your food and you're weighing your food. Man, this is awesome.
Yeah, this is groundbreaking, earth shattering.
Seriously.
So basically, I've been living off of burgers this week. I also grilled up all the hot dogs that I had. After reading more, I probably won't include hot dogs moving forward, just because there's so many bad things in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let that go.
Yeah. But they're there from like Labor Day or something, or whatever it was. So I had to, so they've helped me get through the week. The way I looked at this first week was, I'm not going to try to be perfect and I have to hit my percentages the way they have to be done. I'm just going to cut out as many carbs as I possibly can and keep it there, which I've done. So it's been pork chops, cheese, Boar's Head American cheese for right now, and some provolone, steak, and those burgers and hot dogs that I was telling you about, and that's about it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, so the other thing we want to think about with this ketogenic, and I know you got some other things you got to get to, so we'll make it quick, is focus on your fat. The protein will come because if you're having eggs is a good staple of ketogenic diet. But fattier meat, so you're having your hamburger, get that 70-30 or 80-20. Don't get the extra lean. If you want to get real, healthy on it, get grass-fed, because the fat that is yielded in a grass-fed burger is omega-3 fat, which is an anti-inflammatory. Grain-fed meat yields omega-6, which is inflammatory. I mean, we don't have to go real deep down that hole, but that's just like food for thought for people as they're starting to purchase. But grass-fed beef is a little bit more expensive, so it's something to look at. But there's a lot of sources down there where you can get in co-ops and buy quarter cows and half cows and what have you, so you can get your meat really, really cheap. And I'll put some links up with some things that I like people to use, like keto strips. That's a little strip. You've probably seen it come across. It's something you pee on to make sure that there's ketones in your system and going. So that'll indicate how deep into ketosis you are, or if you are at all, because some people are thinking, man, I've been killing this, and there's just hidden carbs in either the nuts that they're eating or some of the other cheeses they're having. So it's something to look at that, we want to make sure that you guys are having the right sources, but really focus on your fats. So cooking with olive oil and coconut oil, getting some MCT oil, that's something great to add to your coffee because it makes it a little bit frothier if you blend it up, but you're having that oil that your body needs. But avocados is a mainstay for me as well. Actually, that's the only single element on the planet that you can eat just it, and you can completely survive and have your body function properly, is avocados. So it's pretty awesome to know that. But
you're saying that you can just live off fiber. You can live off of avocado. You're saying you just live off avocado?
You could live off avocados 100% all by itself, and it'll give you everything you need. But that is, probably the best fat and something you can have the most fun with, because you can make deviled eggs out of it. You can eat it by itself. You can make a salsa out of it. You can do all kinds of things. And then if you have to, if you feel like it's a chip night when you're when you're hanging with the Black Panther, awesome movie. Incredibles 2, I heard that, so taking my kids this weekend as well. It's a good Father's Day weekend to hang out for that. But when you're getting in the Black Panther party there, get you some pork rinds if you want a little nasty snack. That's you always got to know the other side of it. It's one way to eat all clean fats and be clean, but if you venture in or you need something to dip into your chicken dip, which is an awesome one. I'm gonna post a recipe tomorrow for chicken dip, which is basically cream cheese, ranch, and chicken. And it's an awesome, instead of having tortilla chips, just dig it up with a nice pork rind. That's going to be a nice little side for movie instead of popcorn.
Eric just got me all excited. I'm like, post it now, son.
See, this is good stuff, guys.
I can't.
We're talking about some.
I can't wait for my. I can't wait for Friday night now.
There you go.
All right, a couple things before I let you go, coming from the message board here, from the comment section, and that is, let's see here. I don't want to mess with that right now. From Nikki, are all beef hot dogs okay or no?
You want to look at the better the ingredients, so the less ingredients they have, and there are some really good hot dogs out there. And even if you had to have, you're at somebody's party and you're eating pepperoni and you're having hot dogs and you're having sausage, as long as there's not a sugar added, you're okay to stay in ketosis. But do I want you to just live on hot dogs? No. Same thing. Do you want to live on pork rinds? No, but it's going to still give you the fat you need. Do you want to make your staples, that avocado, the coconut oil, the olive oil, eggs, those higher fat, higher fat meats? But no, you're totally fine with those. It's just, the better the quality, the better you're going to get out of it. Just like grass-fed to grain-fed beef. Is grain-fed beef going to kill you? No, just eat it. Get out of your own way this first few weeks. That first 3 weeks is crucial, because you just want to get in the habit of having fat as your main course, and then we can clean it up as we go.
And somebody says, James says, turmeric powder is the greatest.
Oh,
what's turmeric powder do?
Turmeric or turmeric,
or
however you want to. It has a great anti-inflammatory. It's a great spice to put with your food, but you're gonna notice that when you mix that with a lot of your foods, it has an anti-inflammatory response on your body. So you're just gonna feel better. You're gonna rest better. So you're gonna notice a lot of those elements. But yeah, turmeric definitely a big plus.
What's his? We have his Facebook, right?
Yes.
Yes, we want to follow him.
Yes. The Facebook page is TNL Nutrition Coaching, TNL Nutrition Coaching. And then Nikki says, thanks. Or she goes, what's his website? Where other people track you down there, or do you have a website you send them to as well?
Well, we're running a lot of our information through our CrossFit website. So we would rather just people go right to that page. It makes it easier to ask questions and get some a little bit of dialogue going, because she's asking some great questions. So if she wants to post it right there on the page, we can answer it, and then that way everybody can comment and look and see, and we can link it back to the show. And
Maribel puts hashtag Team Avocado. Avocado. From our stand, avocado is going to be my friend, and then my wife sent me a recipe that has this zucchini, right? It's cut in half and dug out, and then in the dugout part of the zucchini is all mozzarella, and then you layer in your meats from there and turn it into some kind of zucchini pizza or something like that.
It's awesome, man. You can't go wrong. And and that's the thing, because keto is a lot more accepted. You can go to normally food, like you're probably going to be able to go to Publix and get a cauliflower crust. So you can build a pizza with a low carb tomato sauce, and then you can crush the cheese and the meat on there. And it's funny, these cauliflower crusts, and you can make them on your own too, but just for reasons of convenience, you get that crust knocked out. You're getting no carbohydrates. You're getting a good, very little carbohydrates, and you're getting a good fiber and vegetable source right out of the cauliflower.
All right, Eric Stratman, TNL Nutrition Coaching. Track him down on Facebook. Thank you so much, sir, and we'll check in with you soon.
Thanks for having me. You guys be well.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, that is awesome, Chris. I'm feeling good. Down 5 pounds in just a couple of days. Again, I know it's not real. I know it's not
Wait. What do you mean? You know it's not real?
Well, it's not fat. I know in these first, it's water weight that's, coming off here in the beginning. But psychologically, still, when you get on the scale 3 days.
Therefore, it's real.
There you go. You're right. So there's definitely a real list.
Yeah, don't diminish that, man.
All right. Let's see. You can put turmeric, is what he called it, I think. Powder on anything you eat, eggs or meat. All right. Let's move on with a couple of things today. Sir, how you feeling?
I'm well.
Okay.
Just well.
I'm not well.
Yeah, I can't even say that. I'm not sick, but I'm not.
We got a Florida man story.
Oh, let me guess. Wait.
You haven't looked yet? You haven't looked yet?
Is it one of those that I have to put my headphones on too?
Nobody died.
Okay.
Florida man arrested for threatening mass shooting at Disney.
I can't hear this, man. I got kids, man. It's gonna make me not want to go see Disney World.
Well, but that here's this is one of our worst fears here in the state of Florida. We've.
I told you the story. Did I tell you the story?
No.
Man, that's just what's messed up. Is I remember being at Disney World. And we were walking out, and I remember thinking the worst thing that would happen. And I just thought to myself, and I was like, "This is horrible." I just saw all these people. I'm like, it would be so bad if someone came and did this, and I didn't. And now you just said that.
But that's the thing. These are the things that people have visualized quite a bit because it's so scary. The sporting events one, like how many people are surprised that we have not seen one of these horrible events take place in America at a sporting event? The mall was another one, but we've seen people do that, walk into malls, other closed spaces like movie theaters, which now is giving a lot of people anxiety just going into a movie theater. And this is another one too, the theme parks. So this guy, now I think when you post stuff online, like I'm going to shoot up Disney and then hang myself, I'm no expert. Chris is not even. This is in the negative news category for Mr. McCarty. So, for those of you that are interested in the conversation, you stay right here. You stay right here. If those you're like, oh, this is too negative, you just turn down your sound and you just jam out with. You just move along with Chris McCarty here. So when you put down, you got 5 likes. This way, hold on a second. Derek Edel, 23 of Cocoa, posted in a Facebook group stating 5 likes. And I'll go shoot up Disney and hang myself. Oops. The Brevard County Sheriff says the Facebook group has nearly 850 members who were able to view this post. 2 of the members in the group reported the post to law enforcement. 2 out of the 850. Solid group. He was arrested and charged. So yeah, when I see this kind of stuff, this is a cry for help. This is somebody who is wanting somebody to step. I think subconsciously, way back there. It's not on purpose, but they want somebody to step in and stop whatever the hell's happening in their head. All right. How about this Florida man? Chris, you can take off your headphones now. We're done with that one. Now, this is the funny Florida man story I showed you earlier. What were you listening to? What were you jamming out to?
What
were you listening?
Yourself to dance. Move yourself to dance.
Natalie posted a little emoji of someone holding their hands over their ears.
Yeah, dude. That's my girl. We do not do that.
So, all right. So this next one is another Florida man story, but it's not as horrible as. Well, listen. The guy got caught. Hopefully, he'll get the mental help that he needs. And
you're bringing it back up.
Sorry. We moved on. So next up. Florida man arrested after asking deputies to check to test his meth for quality. This gentleman right here, Mr. Douglas Peter Kelly, Palatka.
That's awesome.
Authorities say a Florida man was arrested after complaining to deputies that he might have been sold the wrong drug. 49-year-old was charged Tuesday with a possession of methamphetamine. Deputies say Kelly called the sheriff's office early Tuesday and explained that he had bought some meth about a week earlier. He said he had a bad reaction after smoking the drug and asked if deputies could test the narcotics quality. As a detective invitation, Kelly drove to the sheriff's office and handed over a clear crystal-like substance wrapped in aluminum foil. They field tested it positive for methamphetamine, and the guy was arrested. What are these people thinking, man? What are these people thinking? I have to think that I like, you know what? I guess you got to be. Elliot goes, legalize it.
Oh my God, I got the wrong stuff, man. Just something. Can you please test this?
I guess you have to be.
He has to be high as a kite.
Right. It has to be
just.
Nothing else makes any sense. You have to be.
And I laugh, but now the other part of me just feels bad. Like, what did this dude see? What happened to him at a young age? What did he lose? Who lied to him? Who didn't give him a hug? Who didn't? You look at his eyes. You can see the pain. You can see the lost. And this life is hard, man. This life is so difficult. And that's what I mean. Just, Kimber, you helped me. Everyone who came to Facebook last night helped me. Those are those moments. Crying, Chris, as you often do sometimes, as I almost started crying Facebook last night talking about my kids. Just, you can't let stuff bottle up, man. We need each other, man. We really, really just do. Just do.
And Schreiner brings up a good point, too. He says this story really highlights bad customer service within the illicit drug industry. That is true. They need to do a better job of taking care of their people. And I don't know much about crystal meth, but I would say, according to the story, I would say it was pretty good crystal meth. It was good enough for you to think that you could go to the cops and ask them about your crystal meth. I'd have to say that's a pretty good drug.
Oh, man, that's just... I need you to find this guy and arrest him.
Have you guys ever bought meat out of the back of a truck? Have you ever gotten into that little? I don't know if it's a scam or not, but when guys will drive up and go, "Hey, man," sometimes they'll do it with speakers. Either speakers.
I
or
have
meat.
seen that. I have seen.
You know what I'm talking about?
They come through with a bunch of meat. I think we did that one time. How long ago was this?
Yeah, I was a kid. I got
the one time
for speakers like to put in my car.
Oh my gosh! Horrible. It was when we were living in Ocoee.
That's where I got was Ocoee.
It's hilarious. And think of the chances of that. You and I both lived in Ocoee, and that's just the chances of that.
How long, you were there just for a couple of years, right?
Yeah, I was there for 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, 1 year.
My little hometown of Ocoee, Florida.
Where we live off Star Avenue. It was Star Avenue and
Silver Star.
Silver Star.
Yeah,
Silver Star.
Yeah, right around the corner from Calico, not Calico Jack's. That was up the road. What was that's the name? Oh, Frank's place. Did you ever go to Frank's?
No.
No. All right. One of my buddies have bought the place. I don't. That's now we're.
What's it called now?
I still think it's called. I still think it's called Frank's. Oh. But Jeff Dorsey has bought it. But anyway,
we called it JD's. Sorry, I did that. That was weird.
So anyway, I've never bought meat because here's the thing, and if you guys have ever almost got these guys will drive up, or one guy will drive up. He's like, "Hey, listen, man, I work for so and so distributor. We order too much meat. This stuff's gonna go bad. I can sell it for like pennies on the dollar, and I got to get rid of this before my boss finds out," or some weird line like that.
I remember that.
Does that sound kind of familiar? Mm-hmm. And then you're like, "Oh," he's like, "Come on, man, I need to unload all this stuff before it goes." But
Mm-hmm.
So then they get you like that. I don't know if it's half decent meat or not. If it's actually a good deal in the end, but
you ate it. In the end,
I never bought meat off of some truck. With that being said, guess who's selling meat off of trucks? Amazon.
Stop.
Amazon's in the game now. I just brought this up because again, I do remember that from my those guys trying to get me, and now all I can picture is Amazon flying around the corner.
What if those guys are now with Amazon, and there's the same dudes, and they just went to Amazon to make it look more legitimate?
Man,
that would be the hustle.
So
look at that. The truck meat was delicious.
The truck meat was delicious. This woman drove to Costco last month to pick up 2 pounds of raw flank steak, and not at the wholesale club, but from a truck in the parking lot. Typically, you wouldn't buy meat off a random truck, she says. She says $20 for the slab of beef was a good deal, and she liked the filet mignon she bought from that same truck in December, and was like, all right, I'll try it again. Quote what Chris just said, the truck meat was delicious.
Of course it was delicious.
Jeez.
And it's going to be delicious. But don't eat it. That's all I can say. Don't eat it. Don't trust it.
And it was sold by Amazon, which already sells just about anything online, but now also hawks discounted seafood, panini presses, and more, what it calls its treasure truck. It's a quirky way for the online retailer to connect with its shoppers in person, to expand its physical. I still can't see it, buddy.
I don't trust it.
I don't know. I guess if I see a couple more stories like this,
I don't trust it.
you know, if there's a couple more stories like this, and everybody feels like it's safe, well, then hell, man, if you're gonna spend $20 and get a huge slab of meat,
I don't trust it, man. You get what you pay for.
Shriner goes, hey, you buy your ice cream out of a truck, why not your meat?
I stopped doing that too because I don't trust those guys. I don't know, man.
Every weekend,
make your own ice cream. It tastes so much better, doesn't it?
What?
Making your own ice cream. Remember that? That just churning, and you've never made ice cream.
But I did not think it was.
Say.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was as good as store-bought ice cream.
I don't know what. Now let me tell you something.
Maybe we did do it right.
Well, I guess we can't really talk about it because of the keto diet. But before, there was this. Okay, so there's this ice cream sandwich. I'm about to be fatty mixy right now. Go to Publix. All right, look in the ice cream sandwich section. They're only $2 to a box. The box is $5. Okay, for 2 ice cream sandwiches. I've never had a better ice cream. The fact that I lowered my voice, it's like I almost got turned on in a weird way.
Well, I'm being tortured. I'm being tortured over here. So hurry up.
Oh my God.
What's the name? What's the brand name?
I can't remember. Oh, Natalie might know. She might know. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so good. I'll figure it out, and I'm bringing them for you guys tomorrow. For those of you who are not on the diet, this is the greatest ice cream sandwich I've ever had.
Okay.
Fatty people of the world unite.
Oh, well, make sure you post it when you remember which one it is.
It's time
Dude,
to do my thing.
Oh my gosh. So Chris is going to get lined up, and yeah.
Ice cream sandwiches.
The Wake.Show. We start and end with music, live music. Thanks to Chris McCarty. Natalie says she can't remember, but he's not exaggerating at all, she says. It's funny. A memory just popped in my head from the ice cream man when I was a kid.
I love him.
The ice cream truck that came around our neighborhood every weekend had a big Mickey Mouse sticker on the back of the truck, flicking the bird.
Stop.
Yeah. Flicking the bird, and I think it said F Iran, because this is going back in the 80s, right? And I think it was. This is F Iran, and it's like none of the parents even complained. Like it was just a thing.
Like, yeah, we agree. We trust this guy.
Buy more ice cream from that guy.
Do you remember WWF the Iron Sheik?
Yes.
Man, that guy just had a bad rap just because of
Oh, really? Would he take flack?
Guy.
Would he take flack for?
Yes,
or like racial flack?
Him being a bad guy just because of that.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Like
You're right.
Weird
That's
way
what
that we
you're
just kind of subtly said they're our enemies, and messed up. He probably took a lot of flack from his own country too.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being a part of the Wake.Show. We appreciate the engagement, the comments, the likes and the shares, the follows are huge. Tonight, join Kurt Schreiner out at Mastery starting at 7 o'clock for Trivia Night. I'll be back out there next week, but he is awesome. He's amazing. Go out and see him. Starting at 7 o'clock, we'll have some beers to give away. We'll have first, second, and third place gift cards to give away. And I will see you guys, for those of you that are heading out to Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness tonight at the Ritz in Ybor City. My wife and I will see you there.
And if you want to come see The Incredibles with me,
all right.
I'll be watching The Incredibles at Regal at 6 o'clock.
Love the kids.
Leave the kids this time, man, because they also got to use the bathroom, and you miss part of the movie, so we're going first.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris McCarty.
What good is it now? I'm not supposed to understand you. So I've been told by the other love-blinded fools. And I've been hoping maybe you and I could find the time. This doesn't have to be a romance. We can wait on that. I've been trying to mystify you with subtleties and all the things that I do. You've been lied to. What can I do to prove to you? You don't have to second guess or dodge the phone to let me know what's on your mind. What's on your mind? I've been hoping maybe you and I could find time. This doesn't have to be a romance. We can wait on that. You don't have to second guess or dodge the phone to let me know what's on your mind. What's on your mind? And I've been hoping maybe you and I could find the time. This doesn't have to be a romance. We can wait on that. And I've been trying to be an answer you believe in, the air and breath that you rely on me. I will wait patiently. What good is it now? I'm not supposed to understand you. That song was called Finding Time on iTunes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris McCarty. And that's it for the Wake.Show today. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Be good to each other. Be kind to yourself. And most importantly, be the change in the world that you would like to see. Thank you.